Our concern has been the usage of the word swastika in hate references and its association with Nazi in this bill. Swastika, as you know, is a Sanskrit word, and its meaning is prosperity and well-being of all. The word is used extensively in Jain, Hindu, and Buddhist religious texts, prayers, and rituals. Usage of swastika word in hate references deprives Jain, Hindu, and Buddhist Canadians their religious rights to use the word in their prayers.
The vote on 9 December 2025 followed months of testimony and petitioning by more than 100 Hindus, Jain, and Buddhist organizations. The Justice Committee originally considered a clause banning display of the Nazi Hakenkreuz, also known as Nazi swastika. Community leaders argued that this wording equated their sacred swastika, a symbol of well being and peace, with Hitler's hate emblem. The community unanimously agreed to remove any reference to the swastika.
The Nazi Hakenkreuz, which is the symbol that used by the Nazis without using the word swastika in the English version of the bill. And so my amendment, all it does is remove the word swastika from the English version of the bill. And I hope that this is something that we can all agree on given the community's representations. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Swastika word is very auspicious, is very sacred to Jain, Hindus, Buddhists, and several dharmic communities. All these groups, with their allied partners, advocated with the Justice Committee and several lawmakers to remove swastika word from this bill.
Advocacy groups like the Hindu Canada Foundation and the Coalition of Hindus of North America launched campaigns that generated nearly 9,000 emails to MPs and senators. Organizations said that the coordinating community testimonies, policy briefs, and grassroots outreach was key to success.
Whoever is, made this policy, they did not take care of this into their account. So we had, I would say, whoever we spoke in our capacity on the policy making, different MPs, everybody understood the concern. Everybody understood that these two symbols are very, very separate and they should not be put together. That is why when the bill amendment was passed on 9th of December, you see it was passed unanimously.
Bill C-9, still moving through Parliament, aims to modernize Canada's hate crime framework. It creates offences for intimidating people at places of worship or community centres, makes hate-motivated crime a distinct offence, and bans the willful display of symbols like the Nazi Hakenkreuz and SS bowls when used to promote hatred. The amendment on the swastika sharpens the bill focus without weakening its prohibition of Nazi symbols.
This is a moment of celebration for all the Canadian, Jain, Hindus, and Buddhists and all communities to see that now the swastika word has been removed from hate reference. At the same time, there's a lot of advocacy work ahead of us to remove swastika from hate references in media and in academia.
Hinduphobia bill, which is passed in Mississauga by Deepika Damrela, who brought this forward, and then this bill was also passed unanimously because everybody understand this unanimous decision when comes, that means there is something on the surface, right? So that is where these all politicians came together and they said this is a real problem which we need to address. In any society, everybody has a right to live fearlessly, right? They should not be called out because what they believe in, what is their faith.
The community living here in Canada hailed as a landmark victory by Canada's dharmic communities and their allies. More than 100 organizations from the Hindu Federation to Buddhist temple coalitions coordinated petitions, briefing, and interfaith dialogues. While the battle over other parts of Bill C-9 continues, this amendment sets a vital precedent given the community's hope that the legislation can be inclusive and accurate. The community now turns its attention to educating Canadians about the swastika's spiritual meaning.
Finally, the Justice Committee saw light of the day and they have finally removed the reference of swastika from that Bill C-9. And I want to thank all those organizations which came together, which put their advocacy efforts in strength, and that is why this result has been made possible.
Swastika is really important. When I was born or when I grew up in India, in each and every occasion or every festival, my mother used to draw it. So that is where I learned a lot about our religion, our Hinduism, why it is important, and this has a great significance. Whenever we start any new festivities there or any new thing which we are going to begin, we used to draw it. We used to draw it at our homes, we used to draw it at our vehicles, everything. So I feel this is really important. And my family, like my kid, she's born here. So, and these are the only ways how we can, tell her that why Hinduism important, why it is important to being our roots, being connected to our culture, to our society, to our Hinduism.
From Canada, this is Tarun Paul Singh.
ਉਹ ਬਣਨ ਨੂੰ ਤਰਸਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੁਣ ਕਿਲਕਾਰੀਆਂ ਗੂੰਜਣਗੀਆਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿਹੜੇ
ਕਿਉਂਕਿ IVF ਹੁਣ ਹੈ ਸੇਫ, ਅਫੋਰਡੇਬਲ ਐਂਡ ਰਿਲਾਇਬਲ।
ਜੀ ਹਾਂ, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਆਸ ਤੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਵਿਸ਼ਵਾਸ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਪੂਰਾ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ। 20 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਤਜਰਬੇ ਅਤੇ 10,000 ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਜੋੜਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਸੁਪਨੇ ਸਾਕਾਰ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਜਲੰਧਰ ਦੇ ਬੈਸਟ IVF ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲਿਸਟ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਰਬਜੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ।
ਬਸ ਟਿਕਟ ਟੂ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਕਰਾਓ, ਮਾਪੇ ਬਣਨ ਦੀਆਂ ਖੁਸ਼ੀਆਂ ਲੈ ਆਓ। ਹੁਣੇ ਕੰਸਲਟ ਕਰੋ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਰਬਜੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਦਿੱਤੇ ਗਏ ਨੰਬਰ ਤੇ ਕਾਲ ਕਰੋ ਜਾਂ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ ਵਿਜ਼ਿਟ ਕਰੋ।